Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to look at making this object in FreeCAD a simple shell lattice lamp. I'm going to take you through the techniques of making that in the part workbench. Let's take a look at making this object. If you like what you see and you want to donate to the channel, then you can do so via Ko-Fi or Ko-Fi at ko-fi.com/MANG0 or via PayPal at paypal.com/paypalme/DarrenBEstone. I also run a Patreon where you can get early access and additional content, and that's at patreon.com/MangoJellySolutions. Links can be found in the channel header, on the About page, or in the descriptions of these videos. This project will start a new document and come over to the part workbench. From here, we'll create a new sketch along the XZ plane and hit OK. Using a circle, strain to the center point and create the first circle and then another circle, create a hoop. Right click to cancel the tool, use the dimension constraints, dimension the outer circle. I'm going to use 100 millimeters. And the inner circle, I'm going to use 96. Let's hit close. Let's look at the model tab. We've got our sketch in here. I'm going to select the sketch and use the extrude. I'm going to choose symmetrical and extrude it by 4 millimeters. The sketch will sit in the center of that extrude. So if I select the sketch, press the spacebar, you can see the sketch in there. Press the spacebar on that again. Now I'm going to use Array Tools in the Draft Workbench. We'll select Extrude, bunch of modifications, Array Tools, and Polar Array. Let's set the number of elements around about 6 for the time being, and come down and reset the point. This resets the point to the center of origin. Hit reset again and hit OK. We have our array in here. If I look inside the array, the extrude is hidden. Let's click on the array and look at its properties. So on the data tab, I'm going to up the number on the polar 20, hit enter, and then I'm going to look at the interval axes. Z is pointing upwards in global coordinate system. You can see that there. We change the interval on the Z to 7 and hit enter. We've now got this shape. At the moment, we've got a full rotation. We need a half rotation. Make this into a shell shape. Click on the array, come down, see where it's got 360, change this to 180 and hit enter. We're now getting the shape that we want. For this shape to fuse, these have to intersect, which they are at the moment. You can see these circles are intersecting with these ones. The last circle here has got an intersection. You can see that's our last circle. It intersects with something. So this will fuse. We can add some adjustments along the Z-axis. Something like 7.5. And click off. We've still got that intersection. Our last circle intersects with another circle. If that one intersects, so will all the others. This is important so they can fuse together with a union. So I take that array over in the part workbench, take that array and use union. It will disappear. We hit the refresh, it will come back. So you can see those are properly fused now, all the way down. Can be a bit hard to see because we've got a number of circles in here and it does play a trick on the eye. So now we need a stem in here, and we can use something like a simple extrude or even a cylinder. I'm going to create a sketch, and we're looking from the top, the XY plane. Yeah, okay. Let's use the section view, and we'll make a circular sketch. This can be any shape you want. And we'll connect up to the center point and come out and close. So that's in there. Take that sketch and use the extrude. Go along the normal, and we can set this to 100 millimeters. That's gone through there. Click on the extrude. And there's a number of things that I can do to place that extrude. So I could change the placement of the sketch, or I could take the extrude and use the length reverse and set this to 50 millimeters. That comes out at the bottom. And then I can take both of those and union them together. If I wanted to, I can create a base on the end. So taking the bottom of this, pick that face, taking the face of the cylinder, a last extrude, and create a sketch. Place it flat face, plain face, and now we create another circle or whatever shape you want. Place that in there, hit close, and then we create with that sketch, once it's been selected, another extrude. Let's say 6 millimeters for the base. I now confuse all these together. Taking the fusion, control selecting the extrude, and then control selecting the other extrude. And create a union. Those are now together, and I've got the finished lamp. We can add materials by right-clicking on the fusion and coming into Appearance, and I can pick the materials that I want from here. Let's go for a bronze, and we got the color there. Hit close. To change the appearance of the individual parts, then let's take the fusion and delete it, so we'll release the parts, and we can do these individually. Appearance on this one, let's go for a jade. Close on that. The extrude, right click, appearance, go for a steel, close that, and the fusion, right click, appearance, and I'm going to pick a bronze and close that. So we've got the individual ones there. I then can take them all by control selecting them and then using the union. Create a single object. So that's how to make a simple shelled lattice lamp in FreeCAD. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope to see you in the new one. If you like what you see and you want to donate to the channel, then you can do so via Ko-Fi or Coffee at ko-fi.com/MANG0 or via PayPal at paypal.com/paypalme/DarrenBEstone. I also run a Patreon where you can get early access and additional content, and that's at patreon.com/MangoJellySolutions. Links can be found in the channel header, on the About page, or in the descriptions of these videos. I thank everybody that's donated so far. It really helps to keep the lights on so I can produce more content and also expand the channel. Thank you for liking, commenting and subscribing to these videos, and I hope to see you again in the next one.